Salutations, felicitations, jubilations. Welcome to another episode of the RP Gamer Experience. I am your host, Phil Willis, aka JCServant. Thank you, Tom Polygamus with RPGamer.com, your source for news, reviews, and home to the best gaming community on the net. Check out our podcast, impressions, and so much more over at RPGamer.com. And for those of you watching video on demand, there's a little bit of a story here. This is actually take two of part 21 of my playthrough of Dragon Quest XI. As the reason why this is take two is because I did a 2 hour or so stream this morning with the intention of getting through this next section of game. Now, I'm not going to get too much into the exact details because we're about to play through it. But suffice to say that the first attempt, you run into some bosses rather quickly, and the first attempt took about 40 minutes or so, and then I lost. So in my mind, that's money, or that's time that's pretty much completely wasted. Normally, one of the cool things Dragon Quest does is if you're in the way the old games worked, if you were in a long dungeon, and as you went through these random fights that you really couldn't, reliably escape from, so they sucked up your resources. So by the time you got to the boss, you could be a bit depleted for that boss fight and unprepared. If you died to that boss, you would resurrect in town, but you didn't hit the reset button because you had, let's say, that dungeon took you an hour, 2 hours to get through before you got to the boss. And going back to the, when you died and you woke up in the church, you didn't get a game over. You woke up in the church. You lost half the gold, but you kept all the experience you gained. And since you could put all the gold in the bank where it would be safe before you left, you only lost half the gold you accumulated in that dungeon. So your experience still went up. So the time wasn't wasted because you probably leveled once or twice during that hour or two. In this particular example, you go pretty much right to the boss, and I wasted 40 minutes. And since there's no real experience gain, since there was no defeat of the boss anyways, that was a waste of time. I went out, grinded a couple of levels, which took me another, 20 minutes or so, 30 minutes. Went back, gave it another attempt, 20 more minutes of fighting. This fight went a little bit faster because I had a little bit more idea of what to do, but it wasn't nearly enough because I still got my butt kicked. We're going to talk about why in the specifics as we're fighting the boss and why I think it's poor gameplay design. But yeah, so that's a thing. So I pretty much left that stream pretty frustrated, and so I'm not saving any of that for the video on demand. We're going to start from this town over again, so I'll do the cutscenes again, and we'll go through and we'll fight the bosses. Because what I have done off the camera since then, in between all of this, is I have done several things to prepare for this. Number one, and probably foremost, is I leveled up another 5 levels, which took me quite a while. As the leveling has slowed down at this point in the game. One of the nice things about newer Dragon Quest games is you can use a tactic, like go all out, and the AI will just go all out, and who cares about match points when you could just rest right over there. So kind of grinded through fast while I was listening to an audiobook or doing other things or whatever the deal was. So I got 5 more levels. I've also increased the defense of the 2 fighters that are in the group, the Luminary and Hendrik. That's not going to be super helpful, as we're going to see, but every little bit is probably going to help. So why not get it done? And then I also respect Sylvando to be a bit more effective for this particular fight. I'm not a huge fan of respecking characters for one particular fight, but here we are. So I want every possible chance to beat this guy. So that's what. Which will help if I can bring it up. It's loading. Got that big no signal there. We'll get that fixed here momentarily. Oh, shucks, gotta turn up the volume though. Ah, sound's coming through my normal speakers. That's not good. Now I have no picture on my monitor. It says it's streaming it, but I have no picture on my monitor. Give me 1 second and I'll fix that. Yay! There we go. All right. All right. So in redoing this, I did. I think I just skipped a quick conversation with the guy outside who mentions that Octagonia is the place to be. It's where everyone goes to relax. Demons have kind of taken over here, but they're trying to give everybody a good time. Go on now, try down on top of the casino and have the time of your lives. Who are you? Another human, eh? Well, welcome to the new look Octagonia. Let's get him moving. Now, let me check to see how much money I have. Before I go up there, I'm just gonna check the item shop real quick. I do have the best armor I can craft, but the accessories I can craft are pretty limited. So I'm just gonna double check to see if the accessories they have for here might provide a little bit more. It probably would be pretty ironic if the guy down here was selling, you know, protections against certain things. Tough guy tattoo makes you a bit stronger. Cures paralyzation, and a concoction of increased combat capability. Oh, that's just a material. So okay, nothing special going on here. Nothing to see there. Tell Boog about the power of friendship. So just gotta believe in the heart of the cards. That's all it's about. Believe in the heart of the cards. Oh, it's a good potion material? Okay, then I'll buy some. Let me just double check to make sure Pumpkin here doesn't have anything. No, he doesn't really. I've seen all this before. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna buy some of those, put the rest of the money in the bank in case I do kick it this time. As Chaos managed to find out for me, if I beat the first boss and the second one and I die, and I don't, you know, reload it, and I just take the half gold penalty, then at least I don't have to fight the first boss again. So... Ooh. Well, that's pretty cool looking, but nothing that I need. Okay. Oh, it's the, wrong shop. It's the item shop. By the way, you'll notice that my character is now decked out. He no longer looks like a ragtag bumpkin. He looks like he's ready to go into a fight. He's wearing his father's armor. Hendrix has much better armor too. Well, not much, but somewhat better armor, as well as Rab does. But, like I said, I'm not sure exactly how much it'll help, but I'll take every little bit at this point. Unironically, a pro tip. I know, how surprising. A pro tip from Chaos, right? Would have never guessed it. Pro tip from Google. Alright. Gotta go ahead and make one last trip here to the kitty bank. Well, if everyone's already healed, I'm just gonna drop everything off. That way, if I lose, I only lose 400 gold. Gonna try to think positively, but it doesn't hurt to play it safe. Right. I'm sorry, sir, but the casino's not open yet. If you're dead set on getting a slot machine with good odds, you can just wing your way to the back of the queue. Would you like to join the line? Lovely! I'm dead excited to see how you do. Just wait right here, and I'll let you know when we're ready. Do like how they let me just walk in full armor. Humans, eh? Well, welcome to Dre's first and only casino staffed entirely by monsters. Do believe the hype, it's incredible. Now, we want to make sure that all of our customers have a hyper good time, so we're giving away free tokens to get you started. Oh, and don't forget about the special roulette area on the top floor. There's a whole new world of hyper high-stakes fun waiting for you up there. There's only one rule at the casino. Don't be taking any tokens home. If you haven't spent them all, you're doing it wrong. Now, I'm going to forego talking to everybody to figure out what to do next and just tell you that what I need to do is stop here and buy a love potion from her. So you're about to hit 5 hours in one session of Blue Reflection. Haven't done this thing in a while. That's been the same for me, Doomerang. I feel like it's been so long since I've been able to long play a JRPG like this and make as much progress as I've had without spreading out over like 8 months. It's really kind of nice to really kind of be working through it. Who are you? Curious about what's through this door? I bet you are. I tell you what, it's where the special roulette tables are, but it's for VIPs only. Sorry, but I can't just let any riffraff in there. Of course, if you really want to go in and you had, say, a love potion, I might consider it. So what do you say? Sounds like we understand each other. The deal is sealed. Bring me a love potion. I'll send you straight on through. What's that? Where can you get a hold of one? Right at the token counter. Ah, that's that sweet, sweet smell I like. You brought me a love potion, haven't you? Splendid. I can't believe it. At long last, that earthly, tangy smell. I know it anywhere. It's the bitter, sweet scent of love itself. At last, the object of my affections is within my grasp. Congratulations, now VIP, the most superlative and selective of customers. Enjoy your special roulette tables. I hope you win big. You deserve it. Yeah, I deserve to win. Not get crushed by... Well, he doesn't even crush you. He doesn't even crush you. He just wears you down slowly.
Many of your kind here. Well, don't worry. We'll look after you if you'll just follow me.
I do like the southern accent. Imp lady, I'm not gonna lie.
Yoo-hoo! I've got some humans for ya.
That's exactly how we say it in the South, too. We got some humans for you, Ma. They're out back.
More lambs to the slaughter, eh?
That's why it's not going cutscene on.
Huh? Can it really be? Princess?
Hendrik, what's a man as dull as you doing in a place as lively as this, hmm? I suppose even fine, upstanding knights of the realm need a cheap thrill every now and again, eh? Well, are you ready to play?
But you...
What's the matter, Henny Wenny?
Henny Wenny.
Cat got your tongue? Is the king's little lapdog scared of a bit of fun? I've been pining for a puppy as it happens. Maybe I'll choose you, if you sit up and beg like a good boy.
Jade, listen to yourself, lassie. What's happened to you? Stop all this nonsense and come with us, will you? In case you've forgotten, Mordigan's still out there. We need you.
Oh, be quiet, you doddery old fool. You're ruining the mood. Wow, Mordigan's still out there. Well, he can stay out there for all I care. I'm Boogers now. He's the only one that matters to me. My heart, my soul, my body. They're all his. Why in the world would I want to join your band of do-gooders? I'm happy here. Happy. For the first time in my life.
You are a princess of Heliodor. You will behave like one. This den of iniquity is no place for a lady. You are coming with us.
That's a stern tone there, Hendrix.
I'm going nowhere, and you can keep your hands to yourself. What would you know about ladies anyway?
Oh, that's below the belt.
Tell you what, why don't I give you a crash course? My foot crashing into your face.
It is time for a big boss battle!
Surrender. Are you ready to play?
I love it when, like, the first attack puts two people to sleep, and they're the two people who could probably do something about being put to sleep. Yeah, let's see here. Boop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doop. Enormous Blade of Light. Love hurts. Gather the gang and gives your foes a show they want. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it can't use it when they're paralyzed. Okay, learn something new every day.
Give in to me.
So I want to point out, I had two characters asleep, two characters that are beguiled, and so the extra levels don't really help. Like, as I kind of suspected they wouldn't. It doesn't seem to be affecting her ability to inflict non-stop status ailments. I'm sure the same's going to be the same later on as well. Yeah. Confusion, poison, bedazzled or blindness. But I don't think they're bedazzled. They're beguiled or something or other. Because he's not in the story yet. This is the 4 characters you have to use at this point in the story. Unless you've gone out of your way through some FAQ to get somebody else through some magical way. Confusion. Beguile. Is it beguilement?
Hey!
No, it's like... Wait. Huh.
Surrender.
Yeah, Eric is solid, but if you get his doppelgangers, he's the best. Well, maybe if I ever get him back in the party again at some point, we can give that theory a test, right? Bedazzled, Defuddle is confusion. Poison, just nothing there that really helps out in these situations. Goodness gracious. That... Nice, Hendrix.
Well, hello.
Sobering slop, beguilement, sleep paralyzation, everything but charm. Tap dance, fuddle dance, paralyzation, sleep. No one's sleeping anymore. No, just nothing there. Nothing there to uncharm Rab.
Are you ready? It's too late. You're all mine.
I had Hero. Normally I have Hero with 2 swords, but it's of minimal effect when he's, freaking stunned half the time. So I figure because people hit him when they're charmed, might as well have extra defense. Plus, sometimes Jade throws out a lot of physical attacks.
Oh, darling!
He's just sucking the magic points from Phil. That's helpful. I think Hendrik had two-hander, just overpowered everything. Yeah, I mean, and that's why I usually use, like, the 2 swords with the hero and stuff like that, but you can't overpower bosses, right? It's not like you can one-hit kill regular mobs with a great sword. You're not going to one-hit kill a boss. It'll take them down a few turns earlier, which is always nice, but the question is, will you survive that long if you don't have the defense? Which, I don't feel like necessarily the extra offense was helping me out here because I was just getting slapped around so much by my other party members. And I just stood there and took it because I was, keep her defense down. And let's take down her agility as well. Pet powers. Double Dragon Slash. There she goes. Oh yeah, Hendrik's really good. I like Hendrik a lot. I know a lot of people don't like him.
Come on now, lassie. That's enough foolishness. Come along with us, will you?
Oh dear. Well, isn't this awkward? You appear to have nobbled my #1 croupier. I suspect that means you don't know who you're dealing with. Let me introduce myself. I am Booga, Spectral Sentinel, Breaker of Hearts.
He is a breaker of hearts, that's for damn sure.
Smasher of heads.
We've heard of him, right? Oh, he's the one who turned Octagonia into such a silly spectacle. Honey, you have no taste.
Oh, Jade, my pretty little kitty cat. Look what the nasty people did to you. King Booga will punish them. You'll see.
Step away from the princess, fiend. She is coming with us.
You've come to steal away my pretty...
My precious!
No. That just won't do. Not after I went to all the trouble of putting her under my spell.
You can turn humans into monsters?
Of course. Jade wasn't my first, you know. There's nothing like making a monster out of a smug human who thinks they've beaten the house. That soon wipes the smile off their faces, let me tell you.
Now listen here, you. Jade's coming with us. You'll be using her for no more of your nefarious nonsense.
Oh dear. I'm afraid my casino has a zero-tolerance policy towards troublemakers. I would throw you out, but I'd rather crush you to a pulp.
Oh, this is the worst part, is watching him dance for like 20 minutes straight.
Accept your fate.
All right, it is time for another Big Boss Battle Part 2.
Cheers!
Umful! And of course I umful Hendrik, and that's the first one he charms, because of course he does. Knock some sense into him. Good, it worked. Yep. He's having way too much fun.
I got a wee bit carried away there.
Have you do a sap. And then I'll have you do the healing.
Oh, Hanny Wanny. My
Bow down to King Booga.
Yeah, I got your King Booga right here.
Look into my eye.
Oh, Sylvando's been charmed. That's the first time I think I've seen Sylvando charmed. Time to boogie woogie woo, huh? Dragon, Quadra Slash, all enemies, fast attack. That's what I'm looking for. Falcon Slash. I don't know why I wasn't using that earlier.
Pull your socks up.
My friends.
Boogie woogie woo.
I think we're doing a bit better. He's not doing as much CCC as CC.
Down to King Booga.
Is the party over already? Unfold!
Group of enemies, slams shield.
I almost feel bad about this.
You've got me.
Giga Drain magic. I need Giga Drain magic.
To the side.
I'm on fire!
He's on fire. Well, good. Heal everybody then.
Bow down to King Booga. Yeah.
The Wizardry. Oh, right. When the Wizardry 8 characters went insane. That's a good point, Chaos. That's an excellent reference. That gets you major nerd cred. More hill. Oh, it's under abilities, I think.
Pull your socks up.
That was actually one of the, yeah, that was one of the really cute things about Wizardry 8. It was.
Might as well share the wealth.
Share the wealth. Gives them some magic points. That was one of the new things I spec'd into, I believe. Let's see, abilities, fucking slash. And stay dead, you son of a witch. Yay, it's over.
I don't feel right. My spell. No, it's weakening.
Yeah. Chaos, it wasn't nothing that over-leveling couldn't solve, like in most JRPGs. And I'll explain why in a bit.
Where am I? Hendrik? All of you, what's going on?
Oh, it hurts. It's not fair. The house always wins, doesn't it? I am Booga, brightest and most beautiful of the spectral sentinels.
You.
What?
Yeah.
Booga. Yes. Now I remember.
Uh-oh.
I remember everything. In fact, have your wicked way with me, would you?
Oh boy. Oh goodness.
return the favor. With interest.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah, he was wearing that big green orb.
Oh.
Princess, you...
Looks like there's still a little of the old monster in me. Something tells me it's going to come in handy.
Can now use revamp.
I'm
That's
so
funny.
sorry. You must have been so worried about me.
Ah, didn't give it a second thought, lassie. You're safe and sound now. That's the important thing.
Princess, my behavior was unforgivable. I do not ask for forgiveness. I ask only that you understand that all I do that the Lord of Shadows might be defeated.
What kind of way to say hello is that, Hennywood?
Henny penny,
This is a
Winnie.
nightly nonsense, or I'll have to spank you.
Oh,
Oh, I'm only joking. Thanks
Yeah.
for always being there, Hendrik. I mean that. And as for you, something's changed since I last saw you. You seem tougher.
Oh shucks, it's just Dad's armor. I stole it. He doesn't need it anymore.
Here, I think you'd better have this. I found it on my travels, and I've been trying to track you down to give it to you ever since. You already know how it works. Maybe one of those columns of light out at sea will open up some new horizons. Right, we've got more friends to find, and an evil overlord to beat. Don't you think we'd better get going?
Oh, Jade joins the party. What a shock. New panels have been unlocked in her character builder. And so Phil and his companion set Atagani on the road to recovery. The poor souls who return to monsters return to human form and spend the evening enjoying some much-needed rest. Then the morning comes. I like Jade. I use Jade as my boss killer. I don't know if she's, as good in the late game or not, but in the whatever first part of the game, I used her a lot. All of the tokens disappeared. They weren't real. Now, the funny thing is, I didn't earn anything. I only spent. So, I'm not really sure. Is it under miscellaneous or attributes? Everyone. Mini medals, casino tokens. Oh, the casino tokens are all back. So it's really funny is I had a net negative casino tokens because I spent casino tokens. So they gave them to me back. So that's great. I didn't lose anything, actually. Didn't waste any time in the monster casino. Folks got together after Bugo got beaten. They decided we might want to keep the place going. Seems like an awful waste to, right? I mean, sure, we kind of missed the days when we were all about fighting, but you can move on with the times. Why not play a game or two, champ? So now we got a new casino, and I'm just kind of curious what the prizes are up here. Yeah, and Jade's back in the party, so that's awesome. I don't know what her board's really big. What level is she? She's 39. So I want to point out to y'all, one of the ways that I judge if I'm at the right level in a game is when you get an NPC when you get a new character in the party, because generally speaking, games handle this differently, but most games do what Dragon Quest does here, which is they put the character in the party at the level that character should probably be at. When I first got here, I was level 38, 39. See what level when Jade is at? 39. And then I tackled him again at level 40 and still got beat. So I went out and leveled to 45. And now Jade's way behind everybody else because I over-leveled him for the boss fight. You know? Yeah, now you get to play a guy. The casino's not open yet, but if you got your heart set on a slot machine, good odds, you can head to the back of the queue and wait. Would you like to join the line? I want to go upstairs. I want to see these new I want to see the new roulettes too. Hey there, welcome to the casino where gamblers from all over the world come to play. Well, we sure hope they do. However, we never make enough money to repair the damage the monsters did otherwise. Nope, it's the casino for or bus for us now. Come on, sir. Do your part by spending a token or two. A cheat sheet. So this is really important. This shows you a convenient little clicker with which one can count the symbols on the reels of Slime Quest machines, and it kind of gives you an idea what the odds are, so to speak. Oh, the beastly bell that can summon a giant saber cat. Ooh, that looks pretty cool. Drip feeds a few hit points to the wearer every turn. Peerless parade outfit. Well, we all know who that's for. Holy cow, 750,000. A legendary lethal lash that can strike many monsters at once, dealing full damage to every foe. So definitely got some things here. Definitely got some things here to spend a crap ton of tokens on. I like playing blackjack. Do they have blackjack? I love blackjack in Dragon Quest 4, but I think all I see, I think it was 4, but all I saw in here so far is poker. Not the biggest fan of poker. So I made a killing on the roulettes, as you guys know. But not those slime time roulettes. Let's just kind of go up here and see if they'll let me upstairs. I thought you hit the jackpot, Harry. I'm down to 40,000 because I spent them all on cool gear at the time. Unfortunately, the gear is now out of date, but at the time it was some really good stuff. Oh, so here's the roulette table. This is a 200 token betting minimum, so I heard that's pretty big. Here's another roulette table. 100 tokens. Let me just give it a spin here. You bet on whatever you want. If your number comes in, you win. And if you don't just have to bet on one number at a time, play tokens on whatever you want. You can put everything on a single number, shoot for the jackpot. Which is generally kind of the way to go, I guess, if you want to save scum. Two times the stakes. Three times, pay out treasure. Oh, you can even do in the middle. It's got a little of everything. Ooh, ah. Should have bet on the treasure chest. Too bad. I think I like the slot machines, man. They were just killer. Okay. Well, that's it for I think this section. We're supposed to head to Arborea next. Yeah, I got my revenge. So to talk about like the leveling helped. I think there was two things that helped me win that. One was the leveling, just having more hit points just meant it was, easy. I didn't have people quite dying. You saw Rab almost died there early on. If he wasn't level as 5 levels, he was down to 48 hit points, he would have died. So, and the extra, the extra hit points and the extra armor just kept people from getting death once they were crowd controlled. I think the other big help there, though, was Booga hardly did any real crowd controls that time around. He was definitely much more aggressive, I felt like, in the first 2 attempts with crowd control. So, not that I'm complaining. This is one of those battles that I don't feel satisfied when it's done. I'm just glad it's over. It's not like you beat Rathalos for the first time in Monster Hunter. You're like, oh man, that was so awesome. This is just one of those where I'm just glad it's over. If you're looking for a turn-based challenge there, Chaos, I hear that triangle strategy is a pretty decent challenge. Alternatively, do Fire Emblem 3 houses, not 3 hopes, but do 3 houses, but do it with permadeath on. I heard that can be pretty challenging. Of course, people have different ideas of what that means. No more gambling. Hi, Peter. How are you doing? No, it is time for some Monster Hunter Rise. That's what I'm supposed to be playing today, but I just wanted to get over some Dragon Quest shenanigans. If you're watching video on demand, that is a short. I know that's a bit of a short of a part. Part 21 there is what I have, but I just kind of want to get through that section and just save that, wrap it up, stick it in the fridge, and we'll be back with part 22 and see where our travels take us to next. Right here, continue to watch JCServant plays Dragon Quest XI's. And if you want to follow all the shenanigans, please head over to twitch.tv/rpgamer, follow us, or head over to Discord, rpgamer.com/Discord, or at my Twitter at JCServant. And you'll get these notifications as I'm playing through these games. And you could have seen my Rage episode this morning where I wanted to take the little Dragon Quest cartridge out and flush it down the toilet and the such. So thankfully that didn't take place because then I wouldn't be able to continue to do this stream of this game. So for those of you on video on demand, hope you all have a great day. I'll be back with the next video on the list.